Hey guys, it's Nikki from SN Critics, and today I'll be doing a review of the iPad Air 2. I just got it recently and I really enjoyed my experience with it, so I wanted to do a review of it for you guys. Plus, I haven't used an Apple product since the iPhone 3GS, so I was really excited to see what's changed and if I would like it this time. So here we go. Let go of everything. Alright, so we're going to start off by talking a bit about the hardware. So it is a 9.7-inch Retina display at 2048 by 1536 pixels. So it's a 2K display, and I must say the display is gorgeous. So I'll show you guys a bit more about that later. So it has the volume buttons on the side, the power button on the top, and the home button that is also a fingerprint sensor, so for Touch ID, so you can use it to unlock the iPad and also make purchases through iTunes and the App Store. And it has the camera here on the front, which is 1.2 megapixels, and you can record video in 720p on that. And the camera on the back is an 8 megapixel camera, and you can record 1080p videos there. So I'll talk a bit about the software features on it. It is running iOS 10.2, and there has been some updates over the previous versions of iOS, but I'll talk about the most notable ones and the ones that I preferred while I was using it. So on the home screen, there are a couple things that you can do. So if you swipe to the left, you can actually launch your camera from there quickly. And if you swipe to the right, you can access your widgets from there as well. And you can also edit them from the screen also. Now, as I said, you can unlock it with the fingerprint sensor, so Touch ID. So if you just press and hold it, it will unlock for you. One of my favorite things about using the iPad is actually the screen. So watching videos and playing games on here was an amazing experience. The 2K display is awesome, and I found that any content that you're consuming on it is so immersive, and it makes for such a good experience with it. So I'll show you an example. We'll load up this game and just kind of show you how it looks with it. So as you can see, it's a beautiful display and I couldn't get enough of it. That was definitely by far my favorite part about it. Also, the sound quality on it is amazing. So when I was listening to music on there, it was so loud and clear and crisp. I also really like that aspect of it as well. So another thing I liked about it is the browser, because there's been some improvements there as well. So if you're opening up a link, you can actually press and hold it and open in split view. So it'll open up in a separate window, so you can interact with whatever link you open here, and also the other page that you were viewing. So I really like that. And the multitasking was great as well. So if you swipe out from the right edge, you'll get a list of apps that you can select for multitasking. So let's pick YouTube, for example. And you can swipe out to adjust the size of it. So you can have your videos going and still browse or whatever else you want to do, because as you can tell, there's a few different apps that you can select from for multitasking. So I like that as well. Because of the display size, it actually made multitasking easier, because it's a decent screen size. So having two windows running at once, it didn't seem cluttered. It actually felt easy to use it like that. So another thing I liked is the messaging app. So there are some improvements on this version of iOS. So there's a few really cool things that I like that you could do on this. So you can actually play games with your friends on here. So this is the App Store within the messaging app. So you can open up the store and there's some things that you can download that you can. So WordSwipe for iMessage, for example, that's one of the games that you can play. You can also send music information that you're listening to. You can send images and things like that. So I thought that it was really cool that you can interact more with your friends through this app. So that's one of the features I like the most about it. You can also react to messages that were sent. So if you press and hold it, you can use one of these things. So you can send a heart or a thumbs up or whatever. So you can react with that. I also like that you can, when you type a word that there's an emoji replacement for, it will highlight it and turn it yellow. And if you press on it, it will give you some suggestions for emojis that it will replace it with. So that was cool. And when you're sending a message, you can send an effect with it. So you can use invisible ink where they have to erase it with their fingers to see what you sent, or you can use one of these effects. So that was cool as well. I like that you can interact more with it and do more than just send a basic message. There's more cool things that are available that you can do with that. So Siri has been updated as well, so it interacts more with the apps that you have installed on the iPad. So for example, you can say, call me an Uber, and it will launch the Uber app on your phone and call an Uber for you. Or you can say, start a workout or make a phone call. So it's been updated more to understand normal speech, and it integrates more with the app that you have installed on your phone. So another thing that I loved with this is iTunes U. So iTunes U has a bunch of university and college courses that you can take directly from your iPad, and they're all free. So you can download pre-recorded course sessions, or you can access courses in real time. So you can actually watch a live stream of a course. So that was really awesome. The only thing that you can't do is actually get credits toward a degree or something like that. But it's really great if you want to learn something new, or if you're doing a course and maybe you're not understanding a lot of it, you can maybe come here and do a different version of it and get it from a different perspective. So I really like that. These are a couple of the courses that I signed up for. I was learning how to do Photoshop basically because it's free, so I figured why not. And these are some of the featured courses that they have here. And their collection is expanding. There's lots of courses that you can take on here. So I didn't even know that this was available on iOS, but I really liked it. It's a really cool feature. So that covers the most notable features and the ones that I like the most at least. What I didn't like about it is the software restrictions on iOS, and that's pretty much why I'm an Android user, because of the software limitations. So you can't easily download an APK without jailbreaking the iPad or, finding another way around that. So I didn't like that, and I also don't like that you can't really customize it a lot. Like, if I want to put a launcher on here, that's not an option. So those are some of the gripes that I have, and it's really not specific to the iPad. It's just in iOS in general. I also don't like the price. It can get expensive just depending if you want higher memory. So this one is the 128 gig Wi-Fi only version, which retails at $629 Canadian. But if you wanted the cellular and Wi-Fi version, you're looking at about $769. So it does get pricey, but as I said, there are a lot of great things on here that maybe justify the price a little bit. It does start at a lower end at $499 if you wanted the 32 gig Wi-Fi only version. So you can get a more affordable one. So that basically sums up the review of the iPad. Comment down below and tell us what you think about it, and if you have the iPad, what you like about it, what features you enjoy. And don't forget to subscribe to our videos for more content like this, and drop us a like down below.